One of the other biggest fears I had as starting off as a new realtor was I didn't want anybody to know I was an alcoholic. I had this complete fear, this drunk monkey on my shoulder telling me that if everybody found out I was an alcoholic, recovering alcoholic, that it would be the end of my real estate career before it ever started. So I really did the best I possibly could to hide it from majority of the people for as long as I could. And I couldn't have been more wrong. And I actually owe an amends to the world for keeping my alcoholism and my alcoholic journey a secret for so long, because ultimately, since I have come out of the liquor cabinet and denounced my alcoholism, I've helped more people than I ever could have imagined. And I feel guilty at times that I didn't do it sooner, because I feel like I could have maybe helped more people, right? But is what it is. I wasn't comfortable letting people know I was an alcoholic. So that's my journey, right? I wasn't at a point where I could accept if you didn't accept me because of my past. But now I'm comfortable enough in my own skin that if you don't like me, I probably don't like you either, right? Like, that's okay for us to not like each other, like, collectively, right? But I wasn't prepared for that when I first got sober. You know, my skin wasn't thick enough. I was still learning so much about functioning as a human being in society with these things called feelings. Remember, 22 years of drunken debauchery, like, I was hiding. I was drinking to hide my feelings, not express them and show them. I was drinking to hide my inadequacies, right? Now I'm okay with it. Like, I'm not the best looking guy in the room. I'm not the most fit person in the entire room, and I'm cool with that, right? But when I was drinking, like, part of my drinking was I didn't want to deal with that. I didn't want to deal with this. I didn't want to deal with that. Like, I was, you know, it was a mess. So I didn't want other realtors to know my background, to be able to use that as leverage against me. When in reality, it was completely ridiculous, because it was like my drunk monkey, which is that thing that sits on your shoulder, kind of like the devil telling you all the bad shit. Well, the drunk monkey's over there telling you like all this shit that's not even real. Like, we call it cleaning up the wreckage of your future. So my drunk monkey's over here telling me, oh, well, if you do this, this, and this is gonna happen. Oh, bullshit. None of it's gonna happen. It's all in here. It's all in your head, right? Just so do the best thing you can, do the next right thing, and everything's gonna play out the way it should.
Right. Take the risks.
You gotta take the drunk monkey and flick him off. But there has been times where I've had some insane drunk monkey thoughts, and they actually came true, right? So I think you have to respect the drunk monkey and the drunk monkey's perspective, but you actually have to listen through what it's telling you to make sure that it makes reasonable sense, right? Like, to make sure, yeah, like, make sure he's like just sipping on a beer drunk monkey, not like Wild Turkey 101 drunk monkey, right? Wild Turkey! So I decided to finally come out of the cupboard. I think it was on day 3,000 sober back in 2022, right? 2021? I don't remember. Anyway, the most freeing day I've ever had, besides the day I actually quit drinking, was when I put it out on social media that I was a recovering alcoholic. And guess what I realized after that day? Should have done it sooner, like I mentioned. But more importantly, most people didn't give a shit. A lot of nice comments, people did give a shit. But also, guess what? As soon as they made a nice comment on the post, they went back to their life and never thought about it again. So the biggest thing I've learned in my 10-year journey is people don't waste their time thinking about you as much as you think they do, or you want to think that they do. Like, people are more consumed worrying about themselves and their family. Like, people could care less about Mark and care less about what Mark and his family are doing. People want to worry about the only thing that they love in the world: me, myself, and I. Like, that's the main focus of most people: me, myself, and I.
So don't be like nervous about putting yourself
out there. Like, guess what? People may joke and laugh for like 5 minutes or something if it's something stupid, but guess what? They're going back to their life. They're not sitting around going, God, I can't wait to get home and tell the wife about so-and-so. Did you see that post they made on Facebook today? Holy shit. I'm never going to use them as a realtor because they said this. And even if they do, guess what? They're not your people. If they're not your people, they go home and tell their wife, guess what's going to happen there? Then the conversation will most likely end at the dinner table, right? It may get carried over into a phone call to one other buddy. Okay, so be it. It's not going to make national news. You're not that important, right? You're not going to be all of a sudden like, oh my God, everybody in Niceville heard this, blah, 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 whatever it may be. Like, get over yourself.
Your face is on a billboard right now, Mark.
My face is on a billboard. People could be shooting paintballs at it if they want to. Don't get any ideas.
It's a new one.
As a matter of fact, I hope somebody does, actually, because then we can make a post about it. See? Turn, flip the narrative, make another post about the guy shooting the fucking paintball at my sign. Hell, I may shoot the paintball at my own sign. I need to go get buy a paint.
I got some 13-year-old brother.
I just ordered a paintball gun. All right, we'll be good. No, but for real, like, get over yourself. People don't think about you as much as you think they're thinking about you. That was the most humbling, but also freeing, like, experience I ever realized.
Yeah, he's gonna make it. Man.
Like, people, like, comment on my posts and comment on my videos and stuff. Most of them now, like, they'll shoot me a DM. Hey, I love this, right? Like, I was so afraid of doing this. I was so afraid of, like, telling people I'm an alcoholic. I was so afraid of video. And realize now how much I had to share and how much I had to give and how many more people I could have helped in recovery and also with the real estate career. So, don't be a mark.
Don't be a mark.
Don't be a mark. Mark.